Adaptive avoidance syndrome. Why do we put off difficult decisions? Have you ever avoided difficult situations because they seem too unpleasant or complicated? Put off a conversation, an action, a decision, because you thought you'd better figure it out later. This isn't just a habit of procrastination. It's adaptive avoidance syndrome, a condition in which a person prefers to avoid difficult moments rather than deal with them. In this video, let's break down how it forms, why it hinders development, and how to learn how to cope with challenges. What is adaptive avoidance syndrome? This is a condition in which a person automatically avoids stressful situations instead of dealing with them. Fear of difficult decisions causes them to put them off. Avoiding discomfort seems logical, but is harmful in the long run. A habit of putting off important steps is formed. The person avoids any potentially unpleasant situations. The more often avoidance becomes a reaction, the more difficult it is to make decisions. Why does the brain choose avoidance? A desire to reduce stress. The brain prefers to postpone unpleasant tasks to avoid discomfort. Fear of mistakes and consequences. It seems better to do nothing than to do it wrong. Habit of procrastination. If avoidance once helped avoid unpleasant emotions, the brain reinforces this pattern. Social expectations. Humans fear difficult decisions because they may lead to conflict or judgment. But the more we avoid, the more problems remain unresolved. How does adaptive avoidance syndrome affect life? Missing opportunities. If you don't tackle tasks on time, you can miss important chances. Increased anxiety levels. Putting off decisions leads to a buildup of stress. Feelings of helplessness. It seems that decisions are not made by you, but by circumstances. Slowed personal growth. Fear of challenges prevents you from developing. If left unchecked, this syndrome makes life less fulfilling and manageable. How to get rid of adaptive avoidance syndrome? Breaking down complex tasks. Break big decisions into small steps. The what would happen if I did this now method. Practicing a direct approach to difficult moments. Shifting focus. Seeing the benefit of the task rather than the difficulty of the task. Accepting discomfort. Realize that difficult moments are part of growth. Practicing dealing with small issues at once to form the habit of acting without unnecessary delay. The earlier we learn to deal with difficult moments, the easier it is to make decisions in the future. Conclusion. Adaptive avoidance syndrome forms the habit of avoiding difficulties, but if you learn to work with it, you can regain control over decisions and grow. Life becomes easier when you stop putting off important steps. Write in the comments, have there been times when you've avoided difficult decisions? How did you handle it?